Good evening, Robin. I'm actually pretty much on time. Are you guys surprised? Can you guys hear me? Can I have a 5x5? Still having some technical difficulties, but you'll be able to see. Jackie will be on with me as well. Hi, Sam. Can you guys hear me? Wait till you hear this quadri. Hey, that's Laney. What's up? Hi. My members, Christine, Joan, Boosby. Um, and guys, remember doing a Q&A. The premium priority and VIP members get their questions answered first. Okay. Um, Jack, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hear me?
Awesome. Yes, awesome. Jackie, Ginger, Christina, 5950. Hello. Burn. Hello. Wait till you hear this bang story. It's absolutely phenomenal. And Jack, I'm wondering, can I email you some like the person whose bank story it is? They got some papers and stuff from JP Morgan. So if you could show because my screen isn't working. Doesn't
Uh,
have the person's name on there, but if you could show it to them just so they see it. Because I'm gonna read this person's bank story.
I could try. Um,
Well, let's start first and we'll figure it out. Like
okay.
once I read it, I might just read the stuff off and then just post it. I might just do that to make it easier.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. How's everyone doing? Say hello to Jackie. Say hello to my
I,
little friend. Well, no, my very knowledgeable friend. Psalm 68:11. Hello, how are you? Just like 1 or 2 minutes, guys, because I actually came on pretty much on time. So people are probably like, oh, she'll be like 20 minutes late. So that's why they're not here. Linda, hi, how are you? How's everything? Dr. Sarah, Christine Byrne, how are you, Dr. Sarah? Crystal, Tammy. Yes, Tammy. I allowed that Carolyn prophecy because I think she's on point. Robin, Bonnie. Jack, they're saying hi to you too. Jillian, hello. Boogala beat feet. Oh, how about Boogala? Can I call you that? Is that okay? And is that a Range Rover in your screensaver? Because that's my favorite car. Brent, hey.
Hi, Brent.
So the plan for today is I got a bank story. I got some updates. I got a document that I wanted to read from the Ministry of Oil from Iraq, which is going to be my opinion. And I also wanted to play just a few short Kim Clement prophecies. The first one I'm going to play is talking about the month of March. Okay. So the reason I want to play it is because we are in the month of March, right? And a lot of things are happening, my opinion, this month and have happened. Do you guys agree? If you give me a one, Jack, do you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
So, and this is about Israel and about Netanyahu. By the way, Iran has 36 hours. So, and they are apparently making a whole bunch of deals, which in my opinion is all done. What's your opinion, Jack?
They're all done.
Hi, Felicia. How are you? Owen, Tammy, just trying to say hello. Then we're gonna do a small Q&A. Things are looking very positive in Venezuela, Vietnam as well, Indonesia. Did you guys know that, in my opinion, Mr. Ex leader of Venezuela just released 60 names of officials that were involved with him, which we can't talk about on here. Did you guys see that? What does that lead to? That leads to the um the what's the word I'm looking for? The exposure of the people that are going to be exposed, in my opinion. That's all I'm going to say. And guess what else, guys? I'm going to post. There was certain sightings in New York City have to do with um, life on Mars. And guess where they were by? The Statue of Liberty. I'm going to post that picture as well. What does that tell you guys? Somebody's about to talk about that as well, right? All in the end, at the end times. Isn't that correct, in my opinion? Now, if you were to take a guess, we're gonna do initials. I'm gonna have Jackie take a guess too while we're waiting. Who do you think is going to be shown publicly first? Is it gonna be OB or is it gonna be HC?
HC.
That's what I think, HC. What do
Mm-hmm.
you guys think? Just put initials, in our opinion. And it's gonna be crazy. People are gonna be like, oh my God.
They're going to
A
lose.
lot of people H. No, don't put the name. You have to put just initials, please. Just initials. And that's going to happen. And now they just exposed 60, right? So you see how it's all coming very lovely together. Now, another thing I'm going to bring up. I'm going to try to talk about it without really talking about. There was a post on Truth Social. Okay. In that post, there was a word witch. Did you guys see that?
I saw it.
Candy Segura. Hello, hello. You guys know the significance of that word, right? Who didn't Kim Clement prophesize something about a witch?
A witch in the White House.
Who was the witch in the White House, in your opinion? Also, initials. And a lot of people just got indictments as well, right? We're not going to put all them there, but you guys see what I'm saying? End times, HC, life, you know what I'm talking about? And chaos, earthquakes, this, all you see all this stuff happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like what you guys were told, in my opinion. Isn't that correct? Mm. Sounds to me like that word witch in that post, Truth Social, is a calm to let you know what's about to go down. Okay. And then another, did you see Fox when he talks to Fox and he said soon everybody's going to be safe and secure and everything is going to be good? Announcement of freedom, clarity, the Save the Act that he's doing right now, okay? That all has to Save America Act. What do you think that has to do with, in your opinion? Put the initials. The one that's going to help with credit and everything like that. You don't think that's NG, in your opinion? Save America? Jack, do you agree?
I agree.
Right, all together, right? That has to happen with all of that, correct?
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this? The thing with the witch is telling you exactly what's about to happen. Agreed?
Agreed.
And it was a prophecy, in my opinion. Easy girl, clue, please. She's asking for a clue. What is the thing that we're waiting for that's going to help eliminate debt and everything like that. And it's going to help a lot of Americans. And it's the initials are NG. It has to go together simultaneously with the GCR, the wealth transfer. March exactly, in my opinion. Are you understanding what I'm getting at now? Am I?
Hmm.
I just can't talk about certain things on YouTube. Troy, I agree with that. In my opinion, very, very. Read that Troy's comment. Because why? He needs to look like he did everything he promised, right? So, does that make sense? And when Clinton did what he did with Kuwait, he did it all to make himself look like I'm the greatest of all time, right? I'm going to read my bank story. All right, so how many people we have? Okay. So, just really quickly, everything is in our opinion. No financial advice for entertainment purposes only. If you have questions about things to do with finances or what you should do, like as far as like getting financial advice, please consult a professional. All my sponsors are in the description. Jackie's one of them. All your spiritual needs, what else? Holistic, um, hydrogen bottle. Jack, help me out here.
Oh, yeah.
Everything spiritual, holistic. Jackie will is
Yeah.
right there for you.
The hydrogen bottle, infused hydrogen, gets through the blood brain barrier and will push out all the garbage you have collected from meds, from environmental, from toxins, from things in food, stress, as well as the NAD tabs. These are NAD tabs, not hydrogen tabs. There's a lot of stuff about different tabs. These are NAD. There is a bit of infusion of hydrogen in here, but this is about sharpening your brain and reversing the aging process. Also, LifeWave X39. You want to reverse all the stuff, especially you want to use all these things. You want to surround and drown, just like putting a fire out. You stay with these things 4, 5, 6 months, you're going to see a huge improvement. If you
So
want,
to get in touch with you, it's vital forces at gmail.net. No, what is it?
no, it's vitalforcesnj@gmail.com, or you go to my site, vitalforces.net, and then it has all my contact on there too, as well as in-depth information on all of this and my background. There's 3 pages on the site, and it gives you my whole background and my experiences.
Awesome. So that's Jackie. Jackie will talk more throughout the podcast. We also have Chief Mac, who everybody knows. Chief Mac trusts different things with finances. He is very knowledgeable, can help out. And if you guys need to reach him or have any questions, it's Unity in Motion 45 at yahoo.com. He'll be joining us in a little bit. Okay. Also, Caleb and Brown. So people always ask, what's the difference between an exchange, a cold wallet or a brokerage? A brokerage is safest because your cryptos are protected by a firewall. Okay. So if anything happens, your crypto is protected and you will be reimbursed all your cryptos. So it's safe. You get a broker 24 hours that can help you. They can do trades for you. They can explain things to you. Um, it's just very, very good. Cold wallets are also good. The point is, I always suggest, for people just not to keep the cryptos on the exchange. You know what I mean? Like get them off so that your cryptos are protected and you don't have to deal with any type of, oh, I got my crypto stolen or this, and that. There's a lot of scams going on right now, a lot, and you have to watch out. If somebody says to you, oh, I have a QFS card, you're not interested in that. There's a lot of information on XRP and this QFS card. You don't send anyone your XRP. If someone, oh, I'm this, and this, I'm gonna no. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? So just if you wanna interested in knowing more about Caleb and Brown, I am partners with them, and my free link to sign up is in the description. So Okay, let's get to the news and let's get all this going. Okay, Jack. So now, um, I just saw Shay post, which is really, really very good. So there's going to be no buys or deposits on Uphold on the 25th of this month, right? So there's also going to be no sales or withdrawals, Shay. Did you know that? Also on the same day on Uphold. Now, Uphold, as of now, is the only exchange that's doing that. So the only reason, in my opinion, and Shay, you might have something to say about it, they would do this if they were changing stuff over, correct? Hold on. Maintenance update for all these dates. Come on. Maintenance update. And did you guys see the new current crypto they put up today? The Python? And they're saying it's going to replace the what you call it? Shay, what's the one that the Python is replacing? Oh my God. It's the one that's $8 right now, and it's replacing it. Oh my God. I really feel dumb right now. Anyway, once it comes to me or Shay, hold on. Or Shay helps me out tremendously here. She's the crypto queen, Jack.
Yes.
She's the crypto queen. But this Python is supposed to really blow up. And I'm actually going to post a video of an explanation about this new crypto. So, and it's only 4 cents. Hold on one second. Now, XLM also. Did you guys see the news about XLM? XLM is used for what, guys? Because it has a use, right? It's a commodity. What is it used for? I told you guys that. Chainlink. Thank you, Joe. It's going to replace Chainlink. Well, really? Okay. That's a little, I don't know. But think about that one. So XLM, it does peer to peer. Thanks, Shay, right? So say I want to send Venmo. I could do that through XLM. Any type of peer to peer transaction. And XLM is backed. What asset does XLM work with?
Silver.
Right. And what's about to be manipulated to destroy what we're waiting to destroy? Get rid of the old and bring in the new. They have to manipulate which precious metal? Which one? They have to manipulate silver, correct?
Right.
Because it's going to go up, it's going to crash that, and that's right? Okay. Now, XLM specifically, at this time right now, there was no talk about XLM for a little bit. All of a sudden today, boom, right? What
Mhm.
did we talk about the countries that also deals with XLM? Because remember, the countries go by, remember, in my opinion, we had Iraq, then we had another country, we had another country. Remember? Which country did we talk about had dealt with silver? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Wasn't it a country that started with a V, in my opinion?
Vietnam.
Right. So it's gotta when it goes up and stuff, it also goes based on assets. You understand what I'm trying to say? So every one of those is backed by a certain asset. We have Middle East, especially Iraq, right? In my opinion, with gold, and they're buying a ton of gold. This one with silver, and Indonesia with copper. Okay, in my opinion, what's all rising right now per precious metals? You see what I'm saying, right? What's happening to the stock market? Is it crashing? Has it crashed yet?
Didn't crash yet, but it's making its moves to go down.
Right. But when a war happens or something bad happens, doesn't the stock market always go like really down and low?
Yes.
Why didn't it happen this time? Because they're doing what? They're manipulating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're waiting for a particular thing to happen. Correct? You see where I'm going with this, guys? End times. Something's going to happen with the Dow, right? We're going to increase the precious metal. That has to do with a certain country and a certain crypto asset, correct? All of a sudden, they're talking a spike in the XLM. All of a sudden. Why? You know? See how that works? Now, another thing, okay, I'm going to talk about. All this is happening. Trump is talking, Mr. T is talking about all this stuff he's talking about. Peace everywhere, all this stuff, right? Talking about the Save of America Act and all this stuff. By the way, that act is NG, in my opinion. You guys realize that, right? Jackie, you realize that.
Yes.
It's going to create peace, prosperity, everything for the American people with the new system. With the new system comes the new currency, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Because the fiat's gone. So if the fiat's gone, it has to be replaced by something that's in the reserves, like I was saying, right? Okay, in my opinion. Now, so Jack, what do you think I'm going with this before I play this real quick? And then I'm going to read you guys something from the Ministry of Oil, and you're going to understand the whole thing.
Can you say that again, Maria? I kind of lost you.
From what I said, what is your opinion from what I said? And hold on 1 second. I just read they are trying to get rid of the Bolivar, in my opinion, but they will once you exchange, it's going to be given to the what you call it, Central Bank of Venezuela. Does that okay? Does that make sense to the person that wrote that? In my opinion, go ahead, Jack. Give your opinion on what I just said.
Uh, I kind of lost it. You're gonna
Do
have to
you
say it again.
okay? Do you agree that silver has a connection right now because things are happening and with the country and with that crypto asset, okay? That silver being manipulated, in my opinion, because you know what's gonna happen in order for them to destroy the dollar, right?
Yes.
They have to do that. So what I'm asking you, in your opinion, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That they're getting ready to do this thing with the silver.
Yes.
Because they have to bring in new.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll become sovereign. Thank you so much for that. Because once the golden age and all that stuff is announced, it's going from one to another, correct? The country. Right, Jack? So the
Yes.
country is going from what it is right now to a whole different thing. With whole new different everything.
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where, in my opinion, that post from him comes from. I believe, in my opinion, that he was talking about NG for that act, okay? And the post about the witch is what's to come. About, you know what I mean? That's what my opinion comes just from that part. If you guys agree with me, can you press one? If you don't agree, can you press two and tell me what your thoughts are? Or Jackie, you tell me before I go further. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Or Jack, you have to say.
Um, well, all these countries are backed by something: gold, silver, oil. And you can see these countries that have been ravaged, like Vietnam, Venezuelan, for so many years. We've been beaten up too. A lot of people didn't realize that. And all these other countries that are reevaluating, giving people a chance. And their silver, gold, and their oil have all been locked up by the powers that be. And now they're being released. And now the real value is coming out. And there's not going to be any more enslavement. So
And
this,
that's how they revalue. I'm sorry to interrupt. That's why they're changing up in their rate and they're getting the handcuffs off. When I read to you guys the prosperity package that was put together for Iran tonight, I'm going to read you parts of it, okay? What they're doing. You're going to be like, oh my God, okay? They're going to be on their own. They're going to have to maintain on their own. And the precious metals is what you understand. That's what gives the country strength, weight, value. What they hold in their reserves in, gold, silver, copper. Am I correct? In my opinion,
Yeah.
that's their value. What they, if they have different, oil or non-oil revenues, all of that gives them their weight, their rear, their value. Okay. And that's all these countries that have been suppressed and manipulated and being handcuffed and everything now are going to be free, doing their own thing and being on a level playing field with everybody. So there's no, you get what I'm saying, guys? And that's where the wealth transfer comes from. Okay,
Hmm.
so sorry, Jack, go ahead. I apologize.
No, that's okay. The Strait of Hormuz also is a huge factor. You have a lot of things coming in and out from there, import, export, a lot of money. This is getting taken care of. So there's no more of stuff stopping everybody's value. I'll give you an example in the field of what I do. Essential oils, a lot of essential oils are imported. And one of the areas they have to go through the strait to get frankincense oil. You can go all the way back into Egypt, and the value in Egypt was essential oils. If you had essential oils, you were worth a lot of money. People would kill to get those oils, or you would be killed if you tried to steal bark off a tree to make frankincense. So in the Strait of Hormuz, you go there, you have to get permission to get that oil, and you have to pay taxes and other fees and stuff. So when it comes here, it's so freaking expensive. Okay. So these things are all being changed. It's going to be so different with all these countries. We're all going to be on a level playing field. It's going to be one of the best things ever, where we're going to be able to evolve and grow and be healthy, and we're not going to have any of these constraints anymore to be enslaved by some crazy rules.
And Jack, you know what I was thinking just now when you were talking about
Yeah,
oil? Didn't Trump, I mean, Mr. T, just make this whole oil agreement with Texas? Like they were going to do a refinery in Texas, right? Wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
What happened just either yesterday, I think it's yesterday. What was noted in the sky in Texas, in your opinion? Don't say with the word, but you saw what was there, right? What they saw up in
Was
the
it
sky.
was it like bright?
It was just plates, round plates. You know what I'm saying? In your
Mhm.
opinion. So, well, LS. I'm sorry. The Save Act, in my opinion, is the NG, which I believe was already done. Do you think so, Jackie?
I think all of this stuff was already done.
And the clarity as well, in my opinion. They're just waiting to release it. And you know how they're showing hints with Iran, this and this and this and this and this? You don't, I say it again. How do you have a prosperity package just out the blue, right? Just out the blue, you know? Thank you, Larry, so much. 3-day weekend. This weekend is a 3-day weekend? Jackie, this weekend is a 3-day weekend?
Is it? I don't know because what let me take a look here.
And Jack, look at the number for the last Monday of this month.
Um this coming weekend, the following weekend would be the 3-day weekend because of how Easter is. Wouldn't
What?
it? Don't people get off on Friday? Or is there another holiday in another country? Well, Palm Sunday, but is that a three?
That's not a bank holiday, though.
No, no.
I'm gonna say this, I got a very, very just it touched my heart note from someone that was extremely close to Chella. It actually made me cry. I felt it was just so touching to me, okay, that this person did this. And this person told me something that she said, which I'm not going to say the private part of it, but you know, a lot of the things she said actually played out.
Hmm.
Jack, a lot of, and I was just like, oh my God, like she was very researched. She did a lot, you know what I mean? But, and she talked about the, not the good and horrible day. What is it?
The
The
great.
grave surrender.
Ah,
In your opinion, guys, what do you think the grave surrender is? What do you guys think is the grave surrender?
hmm.
Chella had brain cancer. TY. It's when everything, right? Not the great and terrible day, the grave surrender. What's happening right now with what you guys are saying with this country? They're doing what? Because it was part of a biblical plan, right? I thought about that a lot. When I was told that, I thought about it so much, Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the prophecy, what did he say? Take off the handcuffs, free them, okay? Make them prosperous.
Yeah.
It touched me. It just, man, may that girl rest in peace, man. May she rest in eternal peace, man. What a human. What a, and you know that she knew that she wouldn't be here for this. But, you know,
I think
may
this
she,
Easter weekend, because of the what do you have here? You have Good Friday. You have some people take Friday off. Are some banks closed on Good Friday?
no, no,
No,
no.
that's the only three. Unless there's something I'm not aware of something this weekend. I could be wrong.
Okay, now I want you guys to listen to this, okay? Listen to this real quick. It's very short. You ready? Mm. All right, listen. Shh. Why can't I do this from the beginning? This always messes with me. All right, ready? Hold on. All right. I love Kim Clement and listen, listen. Can you guys hear it? Is not the war, but the peace. For Israel and the Middle East has always had war, much war. But in March, when things change in Israel, it shall bring upon a peace for a season. That this is destructive peace. And during that time, great prophets shall arise from the earth, and they shall stand and reveal. These are not prophets that are necessarily in the religious organizations. Prophets like I chose, Netanyahu. What you must be careful of, says the Lord, is not the war, but the peace. For Israel and the Middle East has always had war, much war. Did you guys hear that? What does he say? And then the Spirit said, there is an imminent war. What does he say? Against Israel. Hold on. He says in March there will be. And then the Spirit said, the betrayer is right there in the White House. Okay, Jackie, what do you think of that?
Uh, well, he's talking about Israel. Um,
But he said what in March? It's going to be a peace, right?
yeah.
That's going to bring what?
You're gonna have to answer that one, hon.
Peace that's going to bring, but betrayal, right? Watch Netanyahu, it's going to bring prophets that are not really religious ones.
Yes. I didn't want to say the name.
Sorry, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Saving Israel for last. Remember that?
It's going to be, he's going to be revealed. It's going to be a reveal.
A prophet that's not really a prophet.
Yep.
Okay. I have three more and that's it. Little short ones. Listen to this one. This is all about Iran, just so you guys understand what's going on.
This will do it. This tiny instrument that people use every second. I shall do something that shall expose what is taking place in Iran, Iraq, throughout the Middle East, but Iran specifically. There shall be an exposure, and they shall say such a tiny thing brought the truth out, and such a tiny
That's
thing
Malachi
brought
in that
down
thing.
that which was supposed to be upright, and yet there are God says this will do
Okay.
it.
You guys know who he's talking about right there, right? Which was revealed.
This tiny instrument that people
What was he talking about right there? That was revealed in Iran. Jack. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to show him something.
Where did you get this clip from? I haven't heard this at all. That's pretty good.
Because I do research.
I know you do. Like,
Hold
wow.
on. I think this one. Wait, I think this one is it. Listen.
to
Oh, hold on. Wait 1 second. I think this one is it.
Israel.
Hold on.
But I shall retrieve it and place a David who shall be a burning bush in the White House to bring fire and revival to this nation and to South America.
South America. What's in South America? Central America.
And to many nations and throughout Europe, as they begin to hate my people more, they shall go and they shall go back to Israel to their land, and then fire shall burn in Israel, more fire than ever before, and the people will know I, the Lord, have intervened and made this happen, says the Lord.
What do you think he's talking about right there, Jackie? Because remember, there's two Israels, right?
Two Israels?
There's two Israels. You guys didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Who else didn't know that? That there's an Israel in America and then there's an Israel in the Middle East. I'm trying to expose all this to you guys right now.
I see that. Wow.
Okay? Hold on. There should be, hold on 1 second.
And God says there shall be a change, and many will weep, but I will take Netanyahu, whether ruler or not, and they shall call to him, for he is not just a king, he is a prophet.
See, right there. Prophet. He's talking about him. Got it?
Peace
You guys
begin.
understand? When
God
he talked about prophets, that's who he was talking about. Do you guys understand that now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, tidal wave, war, everything like that. He's doing all this stuff, right? It's saved for last. Do they want to end what's going on in Iran? Not the US, but the other people. No, they don't.
Nope.
And they just did something to betray Mr. T, correct? So he's about to announce what he's about to announce, which is the peace, all that stuff, right? What do you think they're gonna do? They have one nuclear plant left. What do you think they're gonna do? Because something already was told to Mr. T. Are they going to allow him to say that it's all good and done? Or do you think they're going to try to bomb it to cause a problem to expose them? Which one do you think?
There is an imminent war
Listen.
against Israel. And the Spirit of God says, they shall say, we will get to their shores and under their ground in America. In November, there shall be a surprise. And many of you shall say, at last, the Lord has broken the power. God says, I am rising up for you. And God says, I will use the earth and the sea.
Okay. So Israel has been planning this a while, right? I'm just trying to hold on. Like, you see what I'm Jack, are you seeing what I'm trying to like explain?
A little bit. I, um, I don't know if I see it getting blown up. I heard Trump today live say, this will be over in like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed very confident.
Okay, why?
I don't know. I think he's going to expose and
So he has to be exposed, correct?
yeah.
They have to be. So what did I say before, like a little while ago? I said Iran, everything is going to be like, it's going to be peace and like everybody thinks it's going to be all good and fine. And then Israel is going to do something. They already did something to betray America, right? With Qatar. They're going to do something to Iran after the peace or as it's about to be announced that's going to piss off Mr. T and that's going to piss off all the countries around and it's going to expose them. Israel for last. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys seeing what I'm trying to explain? The United States in reality is going to work with Iran. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is the David in the White House?
It's Trump.
David in the White House. Put one if you guys agree with what Jackie just said.
He's
Yep.
also the builder. He's going to fix the mess when all this stuff is done.
And this is based on events, right? It's event driven.
Yep.
Okay. Sleeper cells. When do you think they're going to be released?
I think some are released right now, little bits, and then it's going to increase.
Okay. Here, listen to this. This is about sleeper cells, and then I'm going to read you guys the Bing story and different stuff. Listen to this. This tells you everything. Listen. Sleeper cells in Iran. Go ahead. Listen.
If you're a Christian thinking about starting a
I
business,
hate ads. I hate
running
ads.
a business is a terrible idea.
Here.
95%.
All right. Listen. Listen.
I stand to pray with the people, Lord God. I pray with your people because today, while I was in my garden, I sensed
We should talk about California and everything else. Man.
catastrophe, death, violence in a very strange and subtle way. So, Yeshua, I come to you today.
Chaos.
Prophet that would speak and
Look
pray
here, not there. Remember that while you're listening to this. Listen.
words of light, that this storm that you have shown me will be brought to nothing. I call to you, Yeshua, Jesus, the Christ. Lord, I pray for the banishment of every demonic recluse. I pray for a banishment of every demonic spider, everything that would crawl in the crevices who are ready to come out. one neighborhood after the other in New Jersey, in the Bronx,
Yes.
and Lord, even along the sea. I pray, Lord, today that you would reveal to us your will. I pray today, Lord, that you would speak. I am not afraid to speak.
Listen to the cities he mentions. Listen.
To the snakes that have done it before.
He mentioned New Jersey, right, Jackie?
Yep. Northern Jersey. There's I think you put something out there that showed where the cells were.
Listen more.
Praises. That's with a two-edged sword in our hand. I praises. I'm not ashamed to declare that Yahweh, the Lord God, the one who will not listen to mortal man, spoke to my heart and said, can a mere mortal be more powerful than God? Can a mere mortal stop the plan of God? Can a mere mortal stop the word of the Lord? Can a mere mortal stop the very presence of God in a nation that I promised? Today, Lord, I call to you. I call to you to let the truth be made known, that the enemies of America be revealed and exposed through the summer. I am here to
Through the summer. Through to the summer.
Listen. Christ and declare that the streets shall not be riddled with the blood of martyrs, nor the streets be soaked with the blood of children, but the streets will be soaked with the blood of Christ Jesus. That's
Sleeper cells, listen.
for that blood will speak against the terror forces of this nation. Lord, I pray today with your people. I call to you, Lord, because you have shown me New York.
New York.
You've shown me New York. You've shown me, Lord, how the enemy has once again planned something, but this time it is completely different. It is not like 9/11.
Listen.
There is nothing like it. This is the most strange infiltration that shall come upon your screens. It shall come upon you in your movie houses. It shall come upon the places of comfort and pleasure. And they shall infiltrate, and they shall say, we'll even black them out. We will even
Black
cause
out.
them to be so terrorized because there is darkness in one section and darkness in another section. Long Island and Babylon and New York, all these regions, we will blacken it out.
Black out.
We will cause them to hear and understand that we are in charge. You will not do this as you plan, but the Spirit of the Lord says, even as my prophet prays and gathers the people together, and the people pray and make declaration that there is only one God, and that eternal God shall destroy the power and the plans of the immortal man. This day, Lord, I call to you, break down the forces and the region of New York. And as we go there, we stand there, declare the will of the Lord and expose the very forces of hell. I pray today for this nation, and I call to you to bring your life and your breath upon us in the name of Yeshua. I thank you for doing it. Let's praise him together. Come on.
Now listen about the sleeper cells.
Come on, let's praise him.
He likes his music and stuff, Kim Clement. I'm sorry, but so the sleeper cells is going to happen during the Iran war, New York, and it's going to be not worse than 9/11, right? So it's going to see something. You don't think, in my opinion, it has to do with the 3-eye atlas? Listen, listen, listen,
Revealing to me
listen.
the subtlety of the attack that is planned. This is their prize. This is their prized possession. Give us New York again, they say. So, Lord, I go as a prophet to preserve and to pray and to call upon your name, that you may be glorified in the universities and the colleges. You may once again be spoken of tenderly, that Jesus, your name, may be spoken of beautifully. And I thank you and praise you for doing that today. We honor you and we bow before the Lord God, Yeshua, today. Come on, let's bless him. Let's bless him. Listen.
Oh, hold on. Now who's going to talk? Exactly. When someone fails on stupid taxes, the government exactly how certificates on that debt. You can buy that debt. Listen, right here. I get chills with Kim Clemental. Listen.
The nations are hungry for war.
For war, see, listen.
The nations are crying for war. shepherds.
And everything that happened in Iran, all the people that killed and stuff, right? Listen.
Jeremiah saw it, and as Christ saw it, the shepherds have scattered. Where are the shepherds? They have run from the intimidating force that says, "Give me a man."
Can you guys hear it?
They stand and they
But this is very important part I need you to hear. Can you hear everybody? Obama. Listen. Oh, he just said it won't be HC, it will be O. That's
Oh,
what he just said.
oh wow.
I have young men and women,
Listen. Young man and woman.
17 years old, 22, 25, like David, and they do not want to hide under the armor of Saul. God says there is a new way, and yet it is an old way. I am a stone for this generation.
How about now? Is this better?
Stone for this generation. That stone is my son. That stone is the rock Christ Jesus. And that stone shall be given to the Davids of this generation. And they shall bring down the force
Can't hear?
that is crying from Russia, from Syria, from Iran, from
Listen.
the world. Crying, give us blood, give us blood, give us blood, give us blood.
Jack, can you hear it?
I can hear it.
There shall be no world war yet.
Okay.
For I am yet to show
No
you
World War yet.
the manifestation of a rock in the hand of a generation that
Let-
shall bring down the voice of hell. This is my will. Look for it, for it is coming, says the Spirit of God.
Did you hear that? Iraq and Iran. Now the sleeper cells right here. Listen. This is very important. How do I put it so you guys can hear it? How about now? Is this better?
Spirit of God tells the people
Is this better?
watching, why fight and rage against each other? The shepherds are scattered. Why, when I stand and I watch my house become a den of thieves again? Do not tell the people lies. Do not misrepresent me. The rumors of war,
Rumors of war.
yes, but I have yet to give you that which I have kept for last,
Hear
the
that?
glory of God that shall cover the earth with knowledge and manifestation as the waters cover the sea. It is yet to come before I return. You are the generation that shall defy death. And there were those that were lost in the battle. Gregory, a soldier to be multiplied throughout the earth, and many others. The Spirit of God says, come to me with tender hearts and let my prayer come to pass. In John 17,
John 17.
I pray that they are one, as you, Father, and I are one. Let the spirit of unity come upon us today, and let the fragrance of that unity
Hold on 1 second. It's coming. The big thing.
come before the Lord as a sweet, sweet fragrance. And so we thank you, Lord,
Hold on, Jack. You're going to be
for your
shocked.
spirit. You know what I love about the prophetic is You get so close to the heart of God. You hear his mind, his thoughts, what he plans to do. You know, you need this on a regular basis. And there are millions of viewers all over the world that experience this twice a week, sometimes even more, at my den. You can experience it as well. I'd love to have you there. All you got to do is go to kim.tv. We have so much. We have worship. We have songs.
1 second. 1 second.
Why fight and rage
The
against each
sleeper
other?
cells that hold on. Why
The
is it,
shepherds are scattered.
hold on 1 second. He literally says,
Why?
1 second. But do you guys oh, Saudi Arabia betrayal, everything that's happening is he predicted everything. Okay? Everything. And what he said was sleeper cells, chaos, everything, right? In my opinion, right? So what is happening right now? Right now, exactly right now.
You're seeing fires all over the place, accidents, people being killed, more so than ever.
Chaos, right?
Yep,
Fire, rain, everything, right?
yep. Floods, land grabs. Yep, it's all happening.
Okay. So that's why when you showed me that Carolyn Dennis, I think that lady, in my opinion, is right on point.
Yes, she is.
And when they really, when they reveal this, I believe that. See, I don't think he's alive. That's my opinion. I think it's AI. What do you think, Jack?
Who are you talking about alive?
You know who I can't say his name.
You talking about N?
Yes,
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Nope.
because he just said prophetic, prophet. That's not religious. Well, can a prophet be someone that's not alive that could like give? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Like, does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
If he see, that's what's because you know, and here you are. It's like, wait, I say something and then it pops up. What is going on? Okay, right here.
In a captivating glimpse into the political tapestry, Kim Clement's prophecy for Israel and Netanyahu unfolds like a riveting saga. With a touch of mystique, the prophecy unveils a narrative teeming with intensity and
Okay,
foretelling.
he's not here. That's my opinion. And anybody who, if you press one, if you agree,
100%. He is not here.
right? So what's going on? They're going to hit the biggest nuclear plant in Iran. That is my opinion. As the announcement of peace is going to go, that's going to break out all this stuff. You're going to look there. You're not going to look there. They're going to release. And then all the golden. This is what I feel. This is my opinion. And Jackie, do you agree? Do you not agree?
So you feel they're going to hit the nuclear plant?
Yes. Yes. And that's going to expose them, the eye. Okay.
Hmm.
That's going to expose them to the world. So the world is going to attack them, right? But you got sleeper cell, you got all these people lined up ready to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff, right? They're
Yes.
from their part, they're from everywhere, right? So
Yes.
now they're going to be pissed what happened with Iran, right? They're going to be pissed that they got exposed because America is no longer going to have their back, right? So, because what did he say? Iran, Iraq going to be released. Handcuffs are going to be off. Does that make sense? That means I is no longer having US's back. As that goes, I believe it's all kinds of crazy shit's going to happen. That's in my like if somebody disagrees with me, please let me know. I want to hear your opinions before I go further because I really want to put this out there to make them understand how close we really are.
Maria, did that prophecy say, I didn't know if I heard it correctly, but the sleeper cells were going to go into the summer?
Captivating
Yes.
glimpse into the poet.
So it's going to start and go into the summer.
Oh,
So
wow.
you understand what I'm trying to say?
Wow, wow.
So then the Trump, I still am at the point where why anybody else, he has never posted no prophecy, but yet he's going to post Kim Clement.
Yep.
Why?
Yeah. He's telling you.
You know? So it should become prosper. Hold on. You know? They're trying to just try to destruct America. Well, aren't sleeper cells going to try to destruct America? In your guys' opinion, my opinion, isn't that what they're there for?
Yep.
Or the blackout or everything else? What is all that for? What's all that for? You know? Saudi Arabia, somebody just mentioned. Well, somehow it's going to betray, you know what I mean? All happening at the same time. Do you not agree, Jackie, in your opinion?
I agree.
And then he said that what do you call it? What's his name? Is a prophet. How is he a prophet of any kind? You know? He saw all of this in 26. Predicted everything about Trump, everything. So people are asking right now, they're saying that they're seeing this and this. Do you how do I put it? Do you guys understand that this is event based and planned? My opinion.
Yes.
Do you guys believe that? Do you believe this, what's going on with Iran, is not um like it just happened? Like it's, you know what I mean? Supreme Court, everything is on here. Everything that he predicted is on here. It's biblical, it's planned, everything, guys.
Yeah. You know, when I worked for the government, it was referred to as the theater. Whenever you wrote something overseas or to a soldier or something, it was referred to in the theater.
Want to be a part of it? Listen up.
In the theater.
That's
Oh,
right.
this is great theater,
Sure is. It's already scripted.
you know? And everything, this is gonna look like, guys, worse, worse than World War. David is Trump, right? In your opinion, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Hated by thousands, tens of thousands.
Hated by tens of thousands.
So in your opinion, Maria, the RV could happen prior.
Absolutely, in my opinion. But it's gonna cause an event. It's gonna be an event that's gonna be insane. That's gonna make you focus on it as they release. Because remember, it's just not one, it's a lot. It's a reset of everything. And what did I tell you guys? Once they do that, you're going to have a little time window, in my opinion, to gain other assets, correct? Including crypto and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he just said rumors of war. Didn't we always say it?
Yep.
Okay. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Then suddenly break in the financial system. Take the handcuffs off Iraq and Iran. I will free my people, make them prosperous. But there's going to be a crazy event.
I will sing praise. Yes, I will.
Trump, that David will see praise. He will only see praise from what, guys? From what?
And to worship the Lord.
What will see? He will only see praise if he does what?
Consequence of the sacred filling of the soul
Do you understand what I'm saying? How it's all prophetic?
to him as it comes to you right now.
Peace, prosperity, everything is all prophesized. But it all had to be broken. It was all corrupt, right? It was all everything.
Yeah.
You've ever seen fire,
Timing, timing. How important is timing?
suddenly the fire which comes with that spirit.
Okay, guys, I was just trying to like
It's consecrated nature on a blade.
break it down for you because this man
Sense his spirit right
saw
now.
it all,
Watching. Don't
saw it all.
close your eyes. Lift your hands.
And it's happening exactly
Flow with
like he said it is going to happen. And the timing, in my opinion, is
you right
now.
As I said before, you can never overestimate the consequences of that sacred filling of the
Everything has to be exposed, right? So they do what they have to do.
There is light,
I believe then the EBS and stuff is going to expose
there's water.
who, you know what I mean? All the stuff. Like you're going to just watch it on TV.
Do you have a feel for the EBS, Maria?
Yes, absolutely. Blackout. And I'm going with the what he's saying as well. Blackout, all that stuff is going to be, you know what I mean?
Future.
Soon or summer or what? If
It's
you have,
interrupt. It's going to interrupt the prosperity, people getting prosperity. It's got to be some kind of interruption. Do you understand what I'm saying?
okay.
But how are they going to interrupt something that's
It's no longer thirsty,
biblical
afraid.
and that's from God? How are they going to interrupt it?
Face to face.
Hmm.
The word.
You know what I'm saying?
These
Yeah.
words. I'm alone.
It's, let me read this bank story, okay?
Living inside of me.
You guys understand that Mr. T,
I
you saw he's becoming more and more spiritual. You know what I believe?
enemies come against
That Mr. T realized that he was one of the chosen people.
now I behave as a king.
Agreed.
In my opinion, he was one of the chosen people. And that's why all this is planned and happening and done by him and with him.
To the future that is present within me. Now, Lord, I pray for every man and woman all over the world.
I believe he's chosen.
He's needed to rebuild.
And that's why that bullet, you get it? I'm now really, I'm spiritual because you know. That comes with the Kim Clement prophecy and everything. If you put two and two together.
There's some chat comments saying the RV won't happen until July.
Okay. Everybody has their opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just me.
So I'm going to read this Bing story.
I was caught up for a few minutes, just absolutely taken
All right.
by this whole thing. I feel like there's so many thousands of people that are just grasping at that, just that light that is.
I'm going to play him in the background.
Lord, I grasp that
'Cause
light.
she sent me attachments too.
Be right back.
South, east, and west.
All right, guys, you ready? And I will post the things from the bank that she got. I will post them. Okay. All right, you guys, let's wait for Jackie to come back.
Yeah. I had to feed my cat. He was demanding.
This is a really good story. Um, I've been in this investment since 2011. Over the years, whenever I spoke with banks or wealth managers, they would often tell me it was a scam. Even a close personal friend shared that opinion. I visited institutions like Wells Fargo and Chase Bank. One day, my husband and I went into a smaller Chase branch and spoke with a branch manager. After discussing some banking matters, I asked about currency exchange and whether it could be handled there. She offered to connect with me a business relationship manager. Oh, she offered to connect with me, a business relationship manager in Chase Business Banking, and sent an introduction email the same day. I gotta get to the second email. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. This is long. Okay. Let's see. Wait, does this one? I think this one might be it. I'm sorry, guys. I just have
Taken beyond the veil.
requirements. Over here. Okay. We spoke shortly after that, and he then introduced me to an executive director at JP Morgan Private Bank. The executive director requested a Zoom meeting, and we spent about an hour discussing a range of topics, including investments, currency exchange, trust, and insurance. During the conversation, he asked whether I anticipated having 10 million or more to manage. I told him yes. He responded that if he wasn't able to assist me directly, he would reach out to his colleagues in New York on my behalf. I keep getting emails. Okay. Now they know all the foreign currency she holds, right? So here's an email from them.
Was not wicked, was beautiful.
How do we make this bigger?
The hearts of the Father
Okay, hold on.
to the
Oh, we're giving our APY. What's
Spirit
that?
of Elijah that is coming upon the earth.
Now, mind you, she already has a trust
Never seen
through a personal person. Okay. And she doesn't want anything to do with any of their stuff. Okay. So somebody that okay, here. Wait.
I hope I live to see it.
Getting emails. Trying to see why.
This veil. Way
It's in my email.
we can never imagine. I pray, Lord, that each warrior would receive just
Hold on, guys. I'm sorry.
of this future.
Because it was like a lot.
That you
Oh,
will
one second. I should
rain upon land upon land.
All right, so
Steve.
oh, okay. Here's an email that she got from this is what they're sending her. Good morning. Hope all is well with you. Following up to see if you would like to continue our conversation. Also, we're hosting an event on the private equity next week over at the Soho House. It would be great opportunity for you to gain a lens on a private equity platform. I sent an invite in the past week. Let me know if I should resend.
Lord, I'm back.
And I have all this in print and everything.
2013. This is 2027.
Now, why would JP Morgan do that?
We will be
Why would JP Morgan do that?
many thousands and tens of thousands. And we will
Jackie, why do you think?
Uh, I don't know.
Lord, I pray for strength in every
They offered her trust in estates.
I pray, Lord, our children, our grandchildren.
They offered her
Be blessed and take that they would
private banking, all kinds of things for her.
close the gate of the enemies.
Oh, well, they want her. They want her to exchange the currency there.
Exactly. But if it's not going to happen anytime soon,
Not the cowards.
why are they doing it
I pray they would rise up
now?
the lion countries. Because we have
Why are they doing it now? Checking in with her constantly, sending her emails, inviting her to a private event.
yet two other countries.
They want the money in their bank as soon as possible because they know what's going to happen.
Pray for Yemen.
Do they not? right?
I pray for every home and life represented here today.
I asked her to talk if she would like talk, really give her story, but
Into their homes.
she didn't really want to. But she sent, a bunch of the attachments that is actual proof of everything. Her whole appointment, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, there's a tat. That's why, because they didn't add. Oh, see that? Because I'm technologically stupid, you know? So,
And
Iraqi dinar, foreign currency.
how can you still praise?
She's not a multimillionaire. Why is she invited?
My faith tells
Why is she invited to an event like that?
it's going to be okay. How do I know this?
Why do they care so much?
So we can just give the same page because what Apollos
I don't know.
did on
You know,
Saturday was begin to tell
right
us
away they offered her to connect her with business relationship manager.
they were so greatly blessed by
And the introduction was done the same day.
that even
But she
Jesus
has something that's worthless,
spoke about the fact that they did not discern the time.
you know?
And it was a
Oh,
huge
yeah. They spent an hour talking. And after the conversation, he requested a Zoom meeting, the executive director.
times of crisis, times
And if he wasn't able to assist me because of the size of the branch, they reach out to New York on her behalf
of
to
restoration.
make sure her exchange is done properly.
These times for a reason. Now, you may be going
Does
through
that make sense? If somebody's not going to make the bank money, why are they reaching out
goes through the opposites, which
every day almost?
possibly are going through now.
Right here, I got it. They showed her, they sent her this. It's a, so 3 month, hold on, let's see, 3 month term APY, minimum deposits, terms and conditions,
Jesus said,
all kinds of LLCs, IRAs.
persecuted.
Oh, and guess what? The campaign period for this bonus is started March 2nd and it ends April 17th of 2026.
Times of opportunity. They are beautiful.
And they have the right to amend the rate at any time.
We are so moved by what's happening at the present.
Oh my God.
I shared this before when we were talking about
And all of these banks are now advertising and have been since last year
came on this platform and
wealth management
I called them
wall on their doors.
Miracle.
Where I live, it's all over the
I
place.
was reminded of that
And
because
people are hurting financially, and now they're putting up wealth management.
I'm not
That's a
drawing
sign.
faith from my present time.
Okay.
Not enough. You have to draw.
Good morning. Hope all is well. Following up to see if you would like to continue our conversation. Also, we're hosting an event on a private equity next week over dinner at the Soho House. I just pulled it up in bigger letters. It would be great opportunity for you to gain a lens on our private equity platform. I sent you an invite.
Piece in
Private equity. Damn, she must really have mad money. That they're so interested in meeting with her.
people say it
Just a thought,
somewhere in the future.
you know,
Right now, I'm so back in the future.
you know. But they're willing to connect her to New York, which they already did, and all that is set up already.
Because it cannot be worse. Yes, you may have
But she's not a millionaire.
yes, you may have challenges, but in the midst
You see what? And the thing ends on April 17th. So, you see, they would connect her there, right? Because they know that her liquidity is going to be insane, right? You know? Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
They asked her, Russ Buck, if she would have 10 million or Uber. And they're doing all this because they know what they're going to make, right? Freeman, it's through the summer, not in the summer. Okay, I wanted to read you something from the oil. Oh, wait, no, let me read you the prosperity for Iran, just so you guys kind of get an idea. Okay. So the prosperity package for Iran is a comprehensive blueprint and roadmap developed by Iranian opposition figures, experts, and National Union for Democracy in Iran. Okay, with strong support from Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. Okay, stay. But it's going to go to war, right? Um, I mean, it's not. It's their goal is to stabilize the economy, eliminate wasteful subsidies, protect assets, and prepare for reintegration into the global markets with sanctions release and unfreezing of assets. Broader coverage, white papers and proposals span governance, rule of law, institution, new constitution, via referendum, free elections, security, defense reform, stability, ending proxy wars, economy recovery, growth, job creation, attracting foreign investment, rejoining global economy. Yeah, that's all being done in Iran, and it's all planned. Modernizing infrastructure, healthcare, education, principles emphasizes 10 key economic principles, market oriented reforms, anti corruption, diversification beyond oil and gas. What do you think of that, Jackie? What do you think of that? And that was done, it
Together.
was implemented. So, you know what I'm saying? Why? Just think about that. Now, this is from the Republic of Iraq Ministry of Oil, Petroleum Contracts and Licensing Directorate, Contracts Department. Okay? Dated on March 15, 2026. So the oil companies this is going to is Basra, Misan, Dikhar, Midland, and North Oil Company, right? Okay. Now, sorry, I'm just pulling this up on the computer, so it's like, okay. Prime Minister. I just want to make sure I get the right pages. Yeah, I'm so technologically stupid. Like, it's so bad. Like, it's horrible. Okay, hold on. That's that.
Me too.
Okay. Okay, so the distribution list for people that are getting this is Office of His Excellency the Minister for Information and Follow-up, Undersecretary, Legal Department, Contract and Licensing Department, Planning, Marketing, and Mr. Assistant Director General. Okay? So that's kind of important, right? Along with Sudani. All right. This is an internal directive from Iraq's Ministry of Oil, Petroleum Contracts and Licensing Director dated March 15th, 2026. It refers, this is my opinion, by the way, it refers to decisions taken in a high level crisis cell meeting chaired by the Deputy Prime Minister on March 15th, 2026. Didn't somebody have a meeting, in my opinion? Anyway, the Minister of Oil has instructed the preparation and immediate dispatch of official letters to employees, workers of the five main producing state oil companies that I named. Okay. It's an urgent economic financial adjustment subsidy. Okay, I gotta get the next paper. I'm so okay. On a general on the format. One second. One second. All right. Hold on. This gotta go down. One second. Okay, so economic urgency, right? Okay. Financial adjustment subsidy removal, salary wage deduction, policy hardship allowance change, or similar cost of living prices. Crisis measure linked to events or negotiations. The ministry attaches a standardized template letter that all companies must use with minor customizations such as employee name, job titles, exact deduction, exemption amounts, etc. This matter is described as urgent that requires immediate official attention. In short, what this means, because I had to translate it, it's an emergency instruction to five Iraqi state oil companies to urgently send identically formatted official letters to their staff, basically to start oil production, right? Isn't that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
So, and what was started after that private meeting? If you guys don't mind telling me, what was started at after the same time after that private meeting? Wasn't it? Didn't they start pumping something? They started pumping something, right? Concerning, okay, right here. Hold on a second. I just finished reading this up to you guys. Okay. So, to their staff, economic adjustment policy following a top level crisis meeting decision on March 15, 2026. Crisis, economic adjustment. What do you guys, in your opinion, think is a crisis economic adjustment? I'm sorry, urgent economic financial adjustment. What do you think that is? Jack, what do you think that is?
An economic adjustment
Mhm.
involved with the stock market?
No, why would the oil company be doing that?
Hmm.
Minister of War regarding the preparation of an official letter addressed to the relevant operating entities that includes the licensing round contracts currently in effect in light of current circumstances. Taking into account the special nature, the matter of the urgency of sending it officially to the workers' employees after specifying their names, positions, and the nature of the deduction under exception in accordance with the requirements. Urgency, right? Urgency. So the urgency is, I know what the urgency is. You want me to tell you my opinion? The urgency is they're screwed.
Yeah.
Anybody agree? And if they don't make a change in right away, guess what happens? Economic adjustment policy, crisis meeting. Did you guys know about a crisis meeting? You know? Oh, here, wait a minute. Is that? Did you any? Oh, hold on. I'm looking. Jack, are they saying anything? Because I'm looking at this, trying to find their the rest of the thing.
Money. People are talking about the exchange rate.
Distribution list. What are they asking? Accordance with the requirements concerning the severe and urgent situation. Wow, my God, severe and urgent. Okay, so what do you guys think that's talking about? Now that I'm done that, do you think, in my opinion, that could be talking about the HCL and the adjustment could be what? That could adjustment that needs a value, right? And all the things are lining up as far as events are concerned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys putting two and two together like slowly? I mean, like, I know you guys are very smart. So, all of this going on, plus the WTO. Aren't they supposed to be ascending to the WTO? Yeah, Chip, in my opinion, yes. But I'm saying this was a crisis meeting on the 15th, right? but nobody knew about it, right? You only knew that they had some kind of special meeting, right? You see how things are not being revealed? But then I dug, and I dug, and it wasn't a meeting about, in my opinion, about all the stuff that's going on with everything. It was a what? Meeting on what? And this is official document. I posted it. My members, can you guys, did you guys see it? Because I posted it, the whole thing. On the 15th. See? What else is not being revealed to you? I'll tell you what else is not being revealed to you. Their rear is not being revealed to you. What's being revealed to you is this nominal nothing, okay, that everybody knows is not being used for anything. Chief, the link is in your text. Check it out. Okay. What's up? We're gonna wake up one day soon and the RV will be activated. You guys are not even gonna suspect it. I'm telling you right now, chaos is gonna be so bad, you're not gonna know what hit you. You're gonna get a call saying, oh, the Iraqi dinar, for example, is on Forex. You're gonna be like, Iraqi dinar, what? Because you're dealing with all the other stuff that's going on.
Hmm.
It's planned to confuse you. In that bank story, if it's worthless, why is that person being treated like a queen? Why are did arrangements get set up for, New York and everything else? Why is she being invited to private events? She's not a private banking client. She has foreign currency. They offering her all kinds of stuff. Wait till I post all the stuff they're offering her. We'll give you this. But she was smart. She already handled what she had to handle. And believe me, extremely grateful to Chief Mack. You know what I mean? Because he did just top notch work. You know what I mean? But she's ready. She's prepared. You know? So they could offer her whatever. But the question is, why are you offering all this to somebody that has currency that makes no sense? You know? You're not a private banking client. So why are you inviting me to a private equity event in Soho? Oh my God. The bougies will be out. Why are you calling me every single day? You're and sending me emails. Like I will show you like all these everything. Okay? Why are you doing all this? I'm not gonna make you any money. I just asked you a question in a small branch. And boy, you got this person on the same day, talking to me for an hour, requesting a Zoom call, doing all this crazy stuff.
Like Chief Mac, they got the memo.
Am I right, Chief?
Yeah.
You know? Hey, somebody that has, let me give an example. Let's say $100 in a bank account at JP Morgan, right? Let's go in there and let's talk about the Iraq dinar, just for example. All of a sudden, they're not going to say nothing. All of a sudden, this, and this is happening. But wait a minute. You know nothing, but you don't want to discuss it. But boy, am I being treated. That's for a reason, right? I think so. Don't you think so, Jack? D- I mean,
Oh yeah.
damn. Because they know. They know exactly what it is,
They don't want her to go to any place else.
right? Because they want everything there. And what do I always tell you guys? When they want you as a client and they know they can make money off of you could leverage them to come on now. You know? A small little bank. in Idaho for that matter. Okay? Wow. Wow. And if I can convince this bird to actually come on and do, you're going to be blown away. I'm not that good at reading banks, and it doesn't sound too exciting from me from when I read it. Right, Jack?
Yes.
But damn. Wow. Equity events in Soho. Okay. Sure. We want you to get familiar. But what are you gaining from me? Oh, I'll tell you what you're gaining from me. Millions on millions on millions, in my opinion, plus my people that I'm going to refer, because they're treating her so good. She's going to tell her people, right? And then they're going to go, right? And they're going to go. Everybody got makes what? Moolah. So everybody benefits, right? Chief Mac, what do you think? Would they give somebody that's not a millionaire or any of their high wealth client, as they call them, all this crazy treatment, constant emails, and I'll do this for you, invite them all? Would they do that for you unless if they didn't know that they were going to make money? Would they, Chief? That's what I thought. But we're going to arrange a corp meeting in New York for you to make sure that everything goes smooth with your exchange. Oh, damn. Okay. All right. You know? Now, if that was that would be somewhere I would go to, right? Because if I was told the story, how my you know what I mean, was treated, wouldn't I want to go to that same location and be treated like that and talk to them? I would, right? So they got another person. Jackie, would you? You would, right?
Yeah.
Chief, would you? You would. So here's just four people. You know, they know what they're doing and they know what they can make off of you and they know what's coming. That's the point, in my opinion. You guys, does that make sense to you guys? I'm sure it does. Bankers and all them, they're all out for themselves. And they don't care about you unless you're making them a profit. Okay? All right, let me take some questions. Jack, you'll answer a couple questions and then Chief, you'll come on, okay? Chief can answer questions in there too.
Mhm.
Go ahead, guys. And just say who the question is for, whether it's for me, for Jackie, for Chief. Who. Chief, they want to know, Claude wants to know what your dream car is. I know, I know. Chief, can I answer? Please, can I answer? Please, please, please let me answer. Or you want to hear it directly from him? Yes, exactly, Tammy. They see money. All right, I guess I'll let Chief answer. Okay, we will be the Clampets. Right. Why would you be treated like that? Well, listen, listen. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Because they know, because they all got the memo. Let's see. Any questions, guys? And that Kim Clement, that is what it is. Who's Crypto Mojo? Yeah. Chief, did you see? They answered.
Somebody's asking me about my energy work.
Do you want to do it on here or do you want to do it?
Whatever you want, Maria. You call it.
Okay, well, you want to do like a quick answer to her and then I'll look at
Yeah.
for more. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
The main things I do is the art of Jin Shinjitsu. It's the Japanese art of acupressure. I create a jumper cable effect between you and me. I open up the and unclog the organ pathways due to the chaos that you have collected in life, meaning we carry cellular memory in utero, prior, and the things that we pick up. And you have to release that. That's how disease is caused by stress, anxiety, carrying those emotions in the body. We have to release them.
Chiefs. Okay, Maria, was the bank and I? Yes, it was. Chip Daddy. That was great, Jack. And Robin, if you want to get deeper, Jackie's information is in chat. Jack, you want to say it again, please? So you know. Maria, can you give your opinion on timing for what we're waiting for?
Yeah.
Okay, Boosby. So, and Jackie can answer, and I'll have Chief when he comes on also. So it's a. I really got to be careful what I say on YouTube. It's a planned, event-driven thing. It's very biblical. Okay. So you're waiting for events. A lot of them have already started, in my opinion. Okay. But it's going to be one massive one. One massive one in the places that you understand? As that's happening, you're paying attention and looking somewhere else. You're not looking at this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do I believe in my opinion? And I don't know if you want to listen to my opinion or whatever. You know what I mean? Or my gut, you know? Yes. My opinion, I do. And I still believe it'll be a Monday afternoon. That's my opinion. That's what I think. And because you're not going to be expecting it. And it's going to be during an event. Okay? Did that answer your question? Forgot. It could happen right now. It could happen right now. But I don't think, in my opinion, it's going to happen overnight like it's expected. Okay, guys, any more questions? Chief, you were asked what's your favorite car? MACK BTV. All right, no. I could answer. It's a Bentley, but a fire Bentley. Like that Bentley's insane. It's a Bentley. Okay. Um, God said 24-hour period. Marianne. 24-hour period for what? If you want to elaborate.
she's
Yes, Chip Daddy. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jack.
she's referring to the great and terrible day. It's going to take 24 hours of terrible and good.
Yes, and Marianne, you're gonna go. You're not going to expect this. My opinion. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Any more questions for Jackie? I think Jackie's tired of being on here with us.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
My site is vitalforces.net. Has all the information and all the ways to get in contact with me if you have any questions.
Ocean View, I'll go to work one last day just to bless my team. How funny would it be if you're sitting at work and all of a sudden you realize you just became a millionaire? Yes, Robin, I will right after this is done. Any more questions for Jackie? Oh my God, Chief, did I messed up. I said Bentley, it's a Rolls. Oh my God, Chief, I'm sorry. See, now I feel stupid.
No, don't.
Chief, you'll be coming on in like 2 minutes. Zimbons. All right, Jack. Anything you want to say, Miss Jackie, on based on Kim Clement, based on Silver, based on
Just keep the faith. No fear. Uh, Crazy times ahead. We're seeing some crazy times happening. Uh, yeah, it's going to get rough, but it's going to get good. And one little tip I'm going to give everybody: if you're feeling in fear, your index finger You take your other hand and you hold it. You hold the index finger that is connected to your spleen and your stomach. And it's also connected to your the digestive system. So you can hold on to that. And for about 5 minutes at nighttime, during the day, watching TV, whatever it is, and you'll start to feel a pulse in the body. And then you switch and do the other finger. So help calm you down, help alleviate the fear, keep your immune system intact. And no worries. God's got this. It's all going to work out.
Awesome, Jack. Thank you so much. Love you.
Love you too. Thank you, hon.
You'll stay in chat, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Chief Mac, you ready? Were you guys surprised that I did a live today? Can you guys hear me? Chief, come on. Oh, about the WTO. Hold on, what was it called? Bud. So they're supposed to be ascending, right? But I haven't seen anything as for them going over there or anything like that. So I just believe strongly, and I'll say this now, if they were going to ascend and they were ready and everything, they need to have an internet, like a tradable currency, right? It could be whatever, but it needs to be tradable internationally, right? Convertible and all that stuff, which it is. So, but at 1300, so just like Vietnam, they're active. I mean, they're in there, but they're not active. Because why? They need a weighted currency, right? You want a value to your currency if you're going to trade, right? They got to make the announcement. In my opinion, they got to announce a rate. They have to do it because everything is on hold, well, publicly, until they do it. If they were going to do it with this, why? Well, why are you waiting? What's going on? You know? You see, but does that make sense? But yeah, they were scheduled, I believe for the 29th. Hold on. Hold on, Chief. Okay, I'm looking for questions. Exactly, Chip, because it has to be level playing field, right? So they announced they're the hub for fintech. Okay. So you're the hub for the biggest blockchain. Oh, it looks like they shut it down. Hold on, I gotta start a new stream, guys. Hold on one second. Hold on, Chief.